Hi guys, they will be talking about humility. These are teachings about foundations of healing. This is one of the core values of healing and becoming. So hope you learned something today. So what humility is not. So sometimes we think um we are humble, but if we can ask yourself, no, we can ask ourselves, no, is it? Are you really being humble, or do you just fear rejection? Are you really being humble, or you just fear conflict and embarrassment? Or you just want to worship culture or people's expectation of you? Are you really being humble, or you are insecure, or you are ashamed of who you are and your voice and your feelings and your what you want, right? Do you think you have no value, or is that humility? So is that humility or manipulation? This is very prevalent, right? Some people just obey others, obey authority figures because they want something in return. Like, for example, a student who wants high grades would really serve the professor, or will say yes to everything he or she says. Why? Because they're manipulating, they're using humility to get high grades. In politicians, they're using humility for the politician to give them favor as well. So I'm voting for you now. I'm expecting that you give us something after, right? So the utang na loob um, value in the Philippines, right? When I did this for you, you owe me something, right? When someone did something for you, it's natural that you want to give back. But if it becomes a debt, that doesn't sound right, right? When you help someone and that becomes a debt, uh, I don't know. It sounds manipulation. It sounds like control and manipulation. And anything that does control and manipulation is sounds like witchcraft to me, right? So again, are you being humble, or you're manipulating the result? You're manipulating something. You want to get something in return. So that's not humility, right? That's manipulation. Is that is that humility or fear of consequence? Is that humility or lack of communication skills? For example, someone asks you to do something, but you totally disagree with it, right? So since you want to look teachable, you want to look humble, what you'll do is you'll just say yes to it. And then afterwards, you feel resentful with that person, right? Instead of saying, I don't feel comfortable with that instruction. Can we negotiate on that? Can we talk about it? Right? Especially here in the Philippines, it's really hard to be assertive, to speak up, because that is counted as rude. And you're not humble, you're arrogant when you're just speaking up your truth, right? So it's when you are lying to yourself, um, in the name of pakikisama, in the name of culture, that's not humility, right? That is lying. And maybe that's also lack of communication skills. You don't know how to communicate what's your truth, what is really happening in your heart, right? That's another thing. No, when there are people who wants to humble others, first you'll have to ask yourself, no, do you have authority over this person for you to humble them, right? And if you have, are you humbling this person because you want to help them, or because you're offended, right? And you want to retaliate. You want to give him or her the same pain that she made you feel. So, only you know and God knows about this, no? But humbling a person, discipline and shaming are two very different things. Disciplining us is relational. So since I love you, since I care for you, and you're not in you're not doing something right, you're being rebellious, I will have to discipline you, right? God disciplines his children. It's an evidence of relationship, right? Um, Discipline is relational. It's not shaming. Shaming is that you're disgusting. I am superior than you, so I will humiliate you. You will when you are being humiliated and shamed, you will feel like um, you are inferior than this person. You are a worm compared to this person. Discipline is not like that. it is done out of love, out of relationship. And yeah. So are you humbling someone, or are you offended? And you just want to humiliate that person?